underway with the opening kickoff. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The offense lining up for a first down play. On the move is Jackson. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Beck. Oh, he wants it all. And he bats it away, it falls incomplete.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. They want to throw it. Getting some heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force the 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught over the middle. It's Gentry. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll keep it on the ground. And the Bearcats will move the sticks.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. To the air, it's Watson. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Beck. Fires to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll try the run. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. Got his man on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, the slot receiver's running the in route there, and he does a nice job of finding the soft spot in the defense right over the middle of the field.
Line is set on 3rd down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man downfield.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in to week out, working on those critical down distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
And the Cyclones are flying down the field. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Using the quick game. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Cyclones will have it 1st and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Throws for the tight end. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch in the middle, it's Higgins. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
No first down. That's fine. We got the completion. We had a successful play, and it sets up now a 4th down situation where, yes, I'm going for it.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And after the 3-spot guys, we're all tied up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. They'll give it to him again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Back to throw, it's Watson. He'll pull it down. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that 6th sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Give to the back. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And the quarterback's by his lonesome on 2nd and inches. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Got his man quickly. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Throws to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They'll go to the ground. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the 1st quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll throw on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open, and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the 1st down, now set up 1st and goal.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to do the kind of push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sam Houston. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Beck. The throw to the outside is complete. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't gonna happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting your running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Gets it out fast. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it.
You've been getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Cyclones! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And what a nice ball. You can see he sees him running the corner route, lays it out in front, catches the ball, and nice job catching the ball, and then doing what? Getting upfield, not running out of bounds, not getting pushed out, not getting tackled. Nice job after the catch, getting vertical, getting to the end zone.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll call for the fair catch here. Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Watson. Get it out on the screen. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Quickly out to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Gentry. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Humphries. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on 1st down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. The give to the tailback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Watson. Fires to the tight end. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game. They're
down to the 20, 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Grabbed over the middle, it's Evans. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And he was knocked down immediately, short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, Sam Houston.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Trying to punch it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Going up top. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Leaves it with the running back. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Quarterback checking the play. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. A shot toward the end zone. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
He'll take another shot here. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. And the Cyclones will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fair catch called for and made. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll try it again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. To throw, it's Watson. Looking left. Makes the grab. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
The Bearcats are on the move. From the gun, the running back has it.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
This is a very well-rounded defensive line. They play this 4-3 scheme. They've got guys up front that keep their gap integrity against the run, but they can also win one-on-one against the pass. You just saw the speed off the edge by that DN.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Watson. Looking down the middle. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball in the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack everywhere.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Quarterback will audible. To the air, it's Beck. Got his man down the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got a man, it's Higgins. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they fake it, looking for a man. And the pass falls incomplete on the fake field goal, and I'm not sure they'll go back to that one again. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. A 3rd and long coming up here. Dropping back, it's Watson. He looks that one in nicely. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Out of the backfield, he's open. Finds a crease at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. They're working that left side. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Iowa State.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And he tacks on the extra point.
24, Iowa State, 17.
They're lining up to boot it away.
Sets to kick this one off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
The give to the back. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? Looking for a man. It's Beck. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Cyclones with the 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cyclones! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They give it to him again. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for. Some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they'll finally shove him out of bounds after a strong run.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Looking to throw, it's Watson. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Throwing right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the left. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Cyclones will line it up on 1st and 10. Give to the single back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Wide out in motion. Right back to the well. The offense coughs it up. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that is a backbreaker for the offense because you're driving right now to win this football game, but instead you turn it over, and there's enough time on the clock now for the opponent to march the field and win this game.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Looking downfield, it's Watson. They're trying to get to it. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Throws to the wideout. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air. But a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Jackson. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Iowa State sending the offense back out. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
Yeah, and you rep this every single week. The 2-minute drill, you got to be precise. You know exactly what your favorite plays are, Palmer. Go down the field, get in field goal.
And it comes down to the awareness, right? Especially at the quarterback position. You're understanding the timeout situation, working the boundary and the sideline. What's the clock showing me? It all comes down to this.
Biggest drive of the game right now as the clock is winding down, a chance to win it before overtime. Feeling some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
And that ball will sail into the... Touchback. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for the offense to go out and win this ball game.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Now on second down. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Finds his target down the middle. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's going to pass. He's right on target. They get him down after he makes the catch. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll try to pop the draw. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State! And they score first here in overtime. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. First down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Here's the handoff. They stop him right on the edge of the red zone, a pickup of 5 to the 20.
And you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink. Now, do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get there. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put 1 mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
It's 3rd down, and they need to get it in the end zone to stay in the game here at OT. Looking to throw, it's Watson. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Third down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, third and short, now set up in a first and goal situation.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Third and goal here in overtime, and they need a touchdown. They believe in their running game on third and goal here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Their last chance. Ball game could be decided right here. Fourth and goal. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. Fourth and goal, and this is the ball game. Back to pass, it's Watson. Makes the catch. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
That is such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.